Hello, everybody. This is Pamela McDowell from the beautiful Cairns, Australia, and I have a special guest today, Jasper. I wasn't quite sure if I'd be on today or not. There's a bit of a storm coming through, and it's been an interesting one getting ready for the storm, being here with the storm passing through, and aware of what could happen, what might happen, what may not happen, what could show up, and also the energy of the storm and everything like that. So I'm wondering what storms, actual or figurative, metaphorically, are in your world that you might be resisting and reacting to, or choosing some sort of conflict, trying to make them right, trying to make them wrong, rather than allowing them to be, allowing them to contribute where it makes sense, whatever it is for you. So I am hoping the dings don't, I forgot to mute my phone and it's in the other room. So I'm hoping there's not too many of them. We'll keep this short. But anyway, the dings, the distractions, all of that is part of living. Where do they take you out of creating and instead you go into reaction? And that's not to make you wrong for that. And that's not to say you put your blinders on and ignore everything, but actually being in the question, what is relevant for you? What's going to create here for you? And being willing to have more and more where you can walk on quicksand and you don't have to have everything paved in front of you, and you can continue to move forward into whatever it is you know is possible and still enjoy living, allow the world to contribute, allow the universe to contribute, and engage with it. Let it contribute where it can, and don't let it stop you when it's not a contribution. So it's funny because as I'm saying this, like how the rain has lightened up and I have a metal roof and it can kind of get noisy. Now it's getting noisy again. It can kind of get noisy with the rain, and it just suddenly got fairly quiet for a little while. How does it get better than that? So what if you could now just kind of expand your energy out? Beyond the size of the room you're in or the space you're in. Beyond the size of the town or the city that you're in. Down into the earth, up into the sky. Then expanding out beyond the size of the country that you're in. Down into the earth, up into the sky. What energies are available to you that maybe you've tried to ignore, maybe you've tried to push away, maybe you've tried to make wrong, or other energies that you've tried to make right at the exclusion of other possibilities? So see if you can notice where you're trying to avoid, defend, block things, or where you're trying to hold on to things. And what if you could just allow yourself to be with all of it? As you expand out, at least the size of the earth, this beautiful, beautiful planet. It actually is such a contribution to us, and we so rarely acknowledge it. Perceiving the atmosphere, perceiving the animals, perceiving the earth. and expanding out even further, at least as big as the solar system. And if you like, take your awareness out beyond the Milky Way galaxy, out into the universe, even further than you've ever been before. And just take a nice deep breath. So from this space, I'm wondering what joy is in your world that maybe you haven't acknowledged, that it doesn't have any form or structure or reason, that it's just a joyfulness or a playfulness or whatever that is for you. And I keep bringing my attention to the title of given this live, Weathering the Storm, and Jasper out here, that joy of living. We have so many ideas of the way we think things should be. We're confronted with all the ideas that other people think the way things should be. And oftentimes, the more energy behind it, the more force behind it, often means it's not true. So, what is spacious, light, playful, expansive, and joyful for you that you can continue to engage with? And the storms can contribute to. And you don't have to let them stop you. So, expanding even further out, what is it that you would like for your life? And you don't have to come up to answers. I'm just asking for energies. And what if you could ask more and more of this every day? What is it you'd like for your living? What energies can you invite to your life that maybe you've been disregarding, maybe you haven't touched on for a while? What things could you re-invite? What things could you explore? And without going into any conclusions about what you're going to have to do, what if you could actually just start asking the questions from that space of curiosity? And when the storms of life come up, what are the energies there? You know, there might be the conflicts of family, the conflicts of things like that. Sometimes they're just stories. Sometimes they're just storms that other people create to try to stop you or to keep everybody in orbit around them. And you can actually perceive, hey, is this even relevant to me? If not, what can I choose here? You can even get greedy. What can I choose here that's going to create something greater? What can I choose here that's going to work for me? And then with other storms, like the storms of nature, how often do we say, oh my God, it's a storm, and make it wrong? Rather than, what if you actually perceive the energy of a storm? That doesn't mean you go out and drive in weather that's not safe, but can you receive from the storms, this storm and all the storms around the world? What are the energies of the storm? What are the energies of the earth? If you didn't have to label them, but you could just experience them and be present with them, what is truly possible here? how much joy, how much potency, how much possibility is actually the earth and all of its systems showing you so frequently. And what truly can you explore? And what storm of possibility can you and your body be? I'm going to leave you with that. I hope that was a contribution, a new something to consider. And I wish you a marvelous day, a marvelous week. Thank you so much for listening. And I will look forward to next week. Bye for now.